justice, the pendulum swings evenly in accordance to the rule of law. But when pride interjects justice, the pendulum is swayed by unjust and human interjection. So say the suffering. Pride versus justice. In the end, there can be only one.
Truce in Blood.
What's going on?
Welcome, guys.
What's going on, man?
Oh, let me turn down my background music here a little bit. That was off the album Pride versus Justice, and that song was of the same name.
Yes.
So that's a brand new album.
Brand new album.
Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you so much for coming. We have 3 of the 5. So I'm just gonna be honest here with everybody. I just interviewed these guys for about 7 minutes and looked down and saw that it recorded about 4 of it. So we're doing a little redo here. So take two. And these guys have been really patient with that. So thank you guys. We are missing. We'll go around and introduce. We'll start with Bob again. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bob.
My name's Bob Pearson. I manage this band, kind of.
Try to manage the band.
He does a great job. Great job.
Right on.
All right, I'm Tracy. I play bass.
Tracy on the bass guitar.
Shane McCormick. I play rhythm and lead guitar.
And Shane McCormick on rhythm and lead.
Paul Griffin. I'm the drummer.
Paul Griffin on the drums. All right, cool. And we are missing Thor on the vocals, and I forgot the other guitar player. Steve Bush on the guitar.
Rhythm guitar.
So they are off doing other things, other priorities tonight, which is just fine. It's good to have you guys here. Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah.
So we didn't get too detailed in the first round, so it's not like we have to repeat too much. But let's get back into this album a little bit. You said it took you about a year to work. That you worked on this album for about a year.
Yep.
It is available on all streaming platforms. Yep. Okay, so you guys can find this anywhere. That first song, like I said, was Pride versus Justice. It's the first song on the album, and it's also the title of the album. This is an awesome. They brought me a shirt, me and my wife a shirt with this awesome art. Who did this art again?
Brandon Valor.
Yeah, this is
Brandon Valor. He's been doing our art for us for 10, 12 years now, and we couldn't be happier. Dude's awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to get his name out there because there's always bands looking for good artists, and this guy's amazing. This picture.
You recognize a lot of his work up at the heavy metal shop up in Salt Lake City as well.
Oh, okay. Does he have artwork hanging up in there,
Yes.
or
He
actually
does a lot
painted on the wall?
He does a lot of the art for the heavy metal shop.
Oh, does he?
When they do promotional stuff.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did he come up with the famous skull and everything too, or?
I think
his son.
Yeah, that was his son.
Oh, so that was his son that did that.
Yep.
Oh, wow, that's a pretty
he
iconic
was
symbol.
a really good artist.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you worked in 2 different studios.
Yep.
On this. Who did you work with in the studios again? And what studios?
First we worked with Boho, and then we wasn't really satisfied with what we were doing there, so we went to Soundwave Studios.
Where Kurt and Randy Johnson stepped in.
It was
Came in and killed it.
yeah.
They
Nailed it to the wall.
Man, they brought it.
Right on.
We're very happy with those guys, and we will definitely go back there.
Yeah, I'm excited to listen to the whole thing because I've been asking Shane for something for a while, and he's been telling me, we've been we're recording.
Right.
So haven't been able to get anything, but now we got that song that we just played, and we got the whole album. So
We're way excited about the new stuff we've got coming.
and you got new stuff coming out too. So this is sort of let's see how many songs. Yeah, so this is sort of an EP style album. You got you gonna do something more full length, or are you gonna just sort of release singles?
Same thing through.
Same
probably,
thing?
Yep.
Takes us too long to build one.
Yeah.
hey, that's what makes a good product, man. So, what's in the works? I mean, this has only been out for 3 months, so you already got cranking other stuff out, huh?
Yeah, we're 4 songs into a new one coming up that we're not into the studio yet, but we're in the middle of writing.
The writing process, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
in between all our shows, it's just
Yeah.
a little rough.
It takes a little bit of time when you've got a lot of shows booked and stuff. So
Let's talk about some of those shows. What shows do you guys got coming up?
we got a big one.
Death Angel next Saturday.
April
It's
20th
gonna
at the
rock.
Complex. Yes, sir.
April 20th at the Complex.
Yeah.
And then we've got May 7th at the Urban Lounge. It's
Vicious
a Tuesday night
Rumors.
with Vicious Rumors.
Yeah.
Urban Lounge is a cool place. That's one of my favorite places to play.
It will be our
And then,
first. It will be our first time in that club. We're pretty excited to play.
Oh,
there.
you've never played Urban? Yeah, that
Never
place is
played
cool.
Urban, so we're excited.
I won't lie. Hopefully, they have a different sound guy than the last time I played there. It's been about 5 years, so I'm sure they do. But
Well,
other than that, I played there like probably 6 times, I would
Nice.
guess. And every time other than that last time, it's been superb. They're
Very
awesome
cool.
there. So yeah,
We're
And
excited.
then June 6th, we've got Flotsam and Jetsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam. Where's that at?
Liquid Joe's.
Oh, you're playing with Flotsam and Jetsam
Yeah.
at Liquid Joe's. Okay, I thought that was a bar. I'm like, never heard of that one.
Oh, no.
So Flotsam and
that's a
Jetsam
band.
is a band.
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
it. you'd recognize that band from the bass player that played in that band. Now, for a while, he had a stint with Metallica.
Oh, did he?
Jason Newsted.
Jason Newsted.
Okay.
That was his
He
band.
started the band.
That's kind of a big deal then that you guys
Yeah.
are playing with these guys.
This will be our
guys are-
second time.
Oh, you've played with them before.
Yeah.
Last year we played.
It was pretty ripping. We had a great time. It was a good show.
Right on. Do you
You
have
definitely want to make that show.
we are. You keep us in the loop, and we will definitely try
You
to
bet.
make at least one of these big ones.
Oh, there's
Yeah, I mean,
any of the three would be a great run.
yeah, I mean, and also send us any flyers you have because we posted up on our website for
Okay,
people
cool.
to see too, and and also that reminds us because yes, I do
We've
want to see you
got
guys.
we've got
for
a
sure.
few out there. So
Yep.
Nice, yeah, I'll just dig them up. Yep, cool.
Facebook or whatever.
We're pretty excited, man. It's nice to be booked out. We're gonna do Halloween in July out there in Magna. It's a really cool festival that everybody's used to. Everybody goes out to.
Yeah,
It's just a
it's
big
awesome.
deal.
Halloween,
All day long.
Halloween in July. I've
Yep.
never heard that.
They
Sounds fun.
closed. They closed down the main street in Magna. It's like historic main street,
Yeah,
and they close it
down.
down about down where all the buildings start. You know, and then they have all kinds of booths and whatnot, and then they have a stage set up, and we're gonna be playing
It's
there.
That's cool.
It's become really big. It's a big.
That
thing.
sounds like a good
it's
time.
it's a fun time.
It's pretty fun.
That sounds like a wicked time. I've never even
And
heard
it's
of that.
outside, so
Yeah.
we're excited.
oh yeah, it's
Hope it
That's
don't
gonna be
rain.
hot,
the
dude.
whole street. I mean,
Maybe.
it's hotter than hell usually.
Oh,
so.
I'm sure in July. But,
Yeah.
We're doing the 5 o'clock in the afternoon slot, so it's going to be
It will be
right
hot.
in there.
So how much do you guys know prices on these things? Just so people.
That's a free show.
That's a free
Yeah,
show.
Yep, you
Okay.
just come
Come
out
out.
and enjoy yourselves. I think
Yeah.
there'll be a car
Check
show.
out the booths.
The booths. and
Sweet.
There'll be a bunch of bands out there hanging out. If they're not playing, they're hanging out. Everybody's out there that day.
It's a big.
It's just a big deal. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
It's fun.
Pretty cool for us to be asked to play the show out.
Oh yeah,
Thor,
definitely.
Thor's
That's a really
actually
cool gig.
played it a couple of years in a row,
Yeah.
doing acoustic
Yep.
sets.
He does a
out
great
there.
acoustic set.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have told you guys to bring an acoustic guitar and sing a song here. I don't know why that didn't happen. I usually.
Well, maybe
There's
Thor will
one
be able
right
to hook
there.
you up on the next round.
if you don't mind playing an
Next time.
ovation. No, usually people
Ovation's
do.
a pretty
mind.
nice guitar, huh?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Nah, you
We'll,
wanna
we'll,
play,
we'll pull
don't
that
you?
next time.
I guess
Oh,
we.
okay.
Yeah, it's
You
an
gotta
excuse
slap
to
on
get you
your
guys back
head.
on the show when the
There
whole
you go, right
when
there.
everyone's here.
We'll bring Thorby in.
Your singer's not even here anyway. So
You got any boxes and magazines? I'll.
That's how me and this guy used to jam, dude, a long time ago.
Hey, that's how it always
guys used
starts.
to
We
tell-
wrote a
telephone
lot
book?
of songs
Yeah,
on
dude,
there.
I had this little tiny app, man. We lived in an apartment. and we
I used to play on
set up
boxes
shit.
and had the magazine for the snare slapping shot.
You
Hey,
really know,
how long
man.
ago are we talking here?
Living the
Oh,
dream.
80s.
I've known this
80s?
guy, dude,
Yeah.
for like 35 years.
Back when everybody was painting themselves like Kiss.
Oh yeah.
That's coming back. That's coming back. So, I don't want to really repeat anything just because I don't want you guys to have to repeat the story. So I'll just give a little run through. You guys have been around since 1984, right?
Right.
There's been a couple little incarnations of the band. That
Bumps and
is-
moves, sure.
Bumps and moves, little ins and outs, changes.
Yep.
There you go. That's actually the word. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word changes.
Changes.
Thank you.
Changes.
He's looking at me thinking,
Changes.
changes, bro.
Changes.
Changes.
Going
Thank you.
through
Yes,
changes.
Good brother.
So we're missing two of you today. Hopefully, I mean not hopefully, we will for sure get you guys back because I want you guys to perform on the show because that will just be killer to have an acoustic song. But we do want the singer here to do that.
Right,
And
right.
I better bring some bongos then,
And-
man.
So yeah, no,
No, we'll
yeah,
bring-
or you know a cajon, whatever.
Or a phone book.
We'll bring,
or a phone book.
we'll bring the Neil Peart kit. You can set it up right on that there.
Yeah, the old
Yeah,
cocktail
lighting
kit.
it,
You
We'll
know.
rock this apartment place.
The
was
old
gonna say,
cocktail kit. You
They'll
know.
definitely drown out the rest of everything going on, but hey, it'll be a good time.
People below you probably love you.
Yeah. No, that we're way past that. But so what have you guys done in the way of touring? Anything like that?
We haven't done anything outside of the state for a very long time, but it's very
It's-
possible.
You looking into doing that again a little bit?
It's possible.
We're hoping it's close. You know.
We're doing a lot of local shows, and it's
Yeah,
hard to.
we've been
schedule
asked to
all
do
this
Idaho.
Yeah.
It's going to happen here in the next little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, like Bob just said, you guys are doing so much work out here that it's hard to get out of town for a week to do something else because you're doing so much, which is good because you need to plant your seed where you lie first, you know.
I think we have after 34 years.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
It's really cool.
That seed was planted.
It's
So-
really cool that we've had people that have actually hung out and stuck with us over that amount of time too. So
Yeah, it's cool.
we appreciate all those people that have stuck it through with us, man.
You have
It's been
fans that have been
brutal.
around for the last
Been
the
a
last
hell of a
30
fun
years.
time, man.
Cool.
and they know, you come to our Truce in Blood shows now, and it has a tendency to take you back to old Truce shows that we had back in the day as well. So
Now I was gonna say Thor seems to have kind of a. It doesn't sound like a voice that was around much in the 80s. So
Right.
so
No.
does it, so do you guys sound pretty different than you did back in the day?
yes, we had Sean was a pretty unique voice as well, but Sean had a way about him that
He was a
very,
good front
a
man.
very unique front man. Yeah, and he was
good front man.
He was good at
It
what
was
he
good.
did.
I remember that show we did where he
Yeah.
whatever fell off the stage or whatever.
We've
got all
had
bloody, dude.
so
Well,
many
that'll
antics.
happen.
Yeah, we headbutted something happened.
Steve
He
hit him
finished
with
the show.
Yeah.
Steve hit him with
All
the stock
bloody.
of his guitar head, and it knocked a big old gash in the side
On
of his
purpose?
cheek. No.
Oh, okay.
We were just
I'm,
going.
I'm
and
like, wow.
Sean came one way and
Oh,
Steve
it
went
was
back,
just-
and
okay.
it was just on right
So-
We
there.
got a lot of
Going
room
both
on the
ways.
stage.
Yep, and he bled like a yeah,
the
and he
audience
just
thought it was-
kept right on
Yeah.
through it.
Nice.
Carried it out.
The audience thought it was part of the show.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Crazy
fake.
shit.
Cause you're squirting blood.
He's pouring out.
Raining blood.
Where was the first place you guys ever played out here?
Oh,
Like
man.
back in the 80s, do you remember?
Oh my, Alice's probably.
Yeah. well,
Is
it
that
was-
something else now, or is it
It
gone?
was before Alice's. It was Arc.
Yeah.
Arc Comforts.
our comfort.
Yep,
Yeah.
Arc
Yeah,
Comforts
yeah.
Arcade at 342 South State.
Nice.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
became Alice's
So much
restaurant or
Yeah.
whatever.
You can get
And they
anything
had
you
that
want
big
there.
giant sting that happened out there. Somebody was sealing all kinds of
Yeah.
acid and
Oh,
shit.
I remember. I don't remember that, but I remember. I remember. I've heard of that story.
It got heavy
Yeah.
duty apparently in there.
That's cool.
Oh, that place,
Wasn't there
you
a
know.
show there?
Is that
Yeah.
the?
Yeah, they came in and viced it down while there was a show going.
Is
Yeah.
Is that that place that's like was right next to like a pet store or something
Yep.
like that? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I actually walked into that
Yeah,
place
that
once
was
to get
right
coffee, and the
uptown.
people were staring at me like they wanted to kill me. And it's me and my buddy Eric, and we walked in there, and that's actually what my friend Eric said that when we came walking out. I was like, dude, they seriously were looking at us like they did not want us in there. And he's like, they didn't, dude. You can tell that's a cover for like a meth house or something, bro.
Wow.
He called it, I guess. That's funny, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
it got my gears turning once you said the address. I was like, oh my god, I think that was the same place. That's the first
It
time
was
I've
a
heard
big
that.
deal.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy shit.
That-
It got
wow.
raided.
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised. That was scary. There was like 6 people in there looking at me like I just walked into a biker bar wearing Pee Wee Herman shit, you know? It's like dance on the table or get out and die. it's like yeah,
Go
so
flying out the door into the stage street.
yeah, and don't knock over the bikes on the way out. Yeah, no, but cool. So that was the first place you played. Now you've got these other big shows coming up. How are like have you guys been pretty steady this whole time? Have there been any big breaks or?
There's when
Just
we-
during our recording.
yeah. When
So
we
you've
were
been
in
pretty
our-
steady for the
But
last 30 some odd years.
we've been playing.
We do a lot of shows
You
with
know.
a promoter by the name of Casey Newton who promotes a show called Metal Night, and he's been doing them for 4 or 5 years. He's also the one that's involved with the Dime Bag Tribute Show. And
They're doing a
that's
Dime Bag tribute show.
Yeah,
huh?
he's
That's
been
cool.
doing that for quite a while.
Yeah, we
That's
do
a
that every
big
year.
show.
Those are fun too.
Those are fun, yeah. And
Where,
what
do you,
that
where does he
does-
hold? Where does he hold those?
He holds it. It's
Liquid
either
Joe's
at the
or
Royal
wherever.
or Liquid Joe's or
Yeah.
Somewhere big and
Yeah,
nice.
that's
They
got
can hold a lot of
decent-
people. Yeah.
It's got a decent stage.
Cool.
What that does is that brings all bands are required to do at least one Pantera song, tribute song. And this last one we came up and we did 2 of them. So
Which
it
ones
was
did you
pretty
do?
cool.
Walk and
I'm broken.
Yeah,
I'm Broken.
Nice.
Why do we always forget the name?
because
He didn't.
too much of the MJ, baby. Too much of the MJ.
all the time.
Is there such thing as too much of the MJ? I don't know. Unless you're talking about Michael Jordan.
Wow.
I know you can get too much of that guy.
well,
Or Michael Jackson. I know you can get too much of that guy.
Not Michael Jackson.
No. You can never get enough of that guy. I
Mary
guess.
Jane, man.
There you go.
Are you guys pro legalization?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, huh? Me too.
We
Me too.
legalized it years
I've
ago.
I've been on too many medications and also smoked pot for too long to know that pot's a lot better than
Yep.
than any of the medications
It
I've
is.
ever been put on.
I hate
Yep.
medication.
You know what?
Yeah.
And the problem's going to be trying to wean everybody off the medications once they all find out that pot works.
Yeah, well, and
if
you know,
they
and
just
hopefully,
give it a shot,
and
then
hopefully
they
they're weaned
would.
off the correct medication because
Right.
there's some people that they need to be on their medication.
Yeah.
Pot won't do it.
It's a helper. It's not a.
Yeah, there's some people out there who's like
psychological ones?
they throw fridges when they're not on their pills,
Right.
so they need to So let's hear from the I won't say newbies because you guys have both been in here for quite a few years, but we'll start. When did you join? And
Let them know the first show we
Why don't you
stuck
say the
you
story?
under. Who we?
And then I'll tell them.
We got this guy. Steve and I came up and watched this guy play in his last band, The Book, which is the drummer that
I was in
came
the-
from
in The Book,
there.
you guys were both in the book.
Yeah.
Can you find any of that stuff?
Probably on YouTube.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And Steve and I were kind of guitarist shopping, so to speak, and we
Listen to this.
Stole them away from the book.
we love the guys in The Book,
Those
but
pricks.
we knew Shane. I told Steve, I says, I got an idea of a dude that I think would just sit right in with us if he'd be willing to give it a try. And Steve wanted to car shop, so to speak, and so these guys were playing, and we had
went
a
to
chance to go
CarMax.
in and look. And Shaner was doing exactly what Shaner does, and I was like, "That's the dude." And Steve looks at me and goes, "That's the dude." And I'm like, "I see, and you haven't even looked that much at him yet." He's like, "That's the dude," and I'm like, "We need to hit him up."
And how long ago was this, Shane?
I was 10 years ago, basically.
10 years ago.
And it was 1 month before opening for Testament
Oh,
at the
yeah.
Depot.
Yeah, they gave me 1 month.
1 month.
Learn all of our shit.
I was able
Yep.
to get a deal,
Learn,
like,
learn,
you know,
learn
the
25
Depot's-
years of shit. There you
Depot's
go.
tough, man. You just don't get into the Depot,
I
you
was
know?
gonna.
and-
No,
I
you
was only
don't.
gonna
Depot's
do,
very
like,
tough.
A couple shows with them. That was the plan. That's all they asked me to do. And then they told me the first was Testament. I'm like, what?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Testament
At
the
the
band.
Depot.
I'm like, sweet.
Testament
So
the band.
I had. I literally had
It's not the New Testament.
Yeah, no,
is it?
Testament the new.
Then we followed that up with DRI less than 5
Yeah,
months
dude,
later.
after that, I was
It's
sold,
just
so.
yeah.
And you've just been
We
hauling
do a
along with
bunch
them
of
ever since. Huh?
national acts all the time when they come through. It's really cool.
Heck
We're
yeah.
excited that things go the way.
How would you not say that?
Yeah.
I don't know about that
Yeah, hit me
Testament,
up next
man.
Do any of you
We can get better shows, man.
And then along come Exodus.
do any of you do this full time, or is this sort of just no?
We're
Not
all,
yet.
Yeah, you're
we're
all you're all working men.
taxpayers,
Yeah,
you know.
cool.
Believe
Well, we
me,
should-
the older we get, the harder it gets
Yeah.
because of the, two jobs.
Getting old.
thing.
Yeah.
Just down
Hey.
by this guy right here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
You're
we-
next. When did you join? What
we
happened?
actually draw so much energy from our drummers, man, and Paul has withstood the energy draw, so that it's we've just been very, very happy with.
I gave them energy.
That was it, right?
Hey, that's the drummer's job. Actually, it's more than keeping
Yeah,
time, dude.
Fuck, he's on his toes with us, man. We test him good and hard.
And you said 5 years you've been with them.
Since 15, I think. I
Yeah,
was still
So
doing
about 5 years.
part-time with the last
Approaching 5
drummer
years.
that they had, Travis. I was still doing
Yeah, we were
part-time.
double timing with
We had
another
two
drummer
drummers, yeah.
because one wanted to practice Thursdays and we wanted to practice Mondays, and they weren't. We had a drummer that didn't want to cover both nights, so we started moving into Paul. And,
Schedule mishaps, huh?
yeah, and we love Travis to death, but we really liked how Paul brought us into the metal realm.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing. I mean,
We love Travis.
I was gonna say there's no bad blood between
Yeah.
anyone that's
No.
been in the
No,
band. I'm
not
sure.
at all.
Yeah, that's just what happens.
Travis is a
Yeah.
phenomenal drummer as well.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool second. If we ever was to But we're happy right here with Paul, and we're hoping
As long as I don't have a heart attack.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do
that's
that.
Killing me, man. You're killing me.
Maybe that's why we need to take a little break between songs instead of
I hate
going
fucking breaking.
2
It's cool to
songs
go
in,
all the way
3
through
songs
that.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better tell Thor that one.
No, on this last show we did just a week ago, we had 45 minutes, and we decided that we were gonna go right through the 45 minutes. I think we breathed maybe 2.5, 3 minutes in between the songs. We went from one right into the other, into the other, into the other, into the other, into the other. We just blew right through 45 minutes. It was crazy.
But don't mind me. I'm just digging through the dumpster over here.
Anything I can find, man.
I'm just looking for something. Don't mind me.
Rattle cannon. You gotta be beating on something. That's
Always need a noise.
It's always a drummer making the noise.
That's a nervous tick.
So how did you find Bob? Where did Bob come along? How did this all happen?
Bob and I met when we had the original band members going, and he was part of my paint team up at the old place that I still to this day work at, to be nameless.
Okay.
We won't name them, but we work in the paint area.
In the
Bob
paint
is my
business.
paint vendor. Has been our paint vendor for a very, very, very long time. I've worked at that place as long as Truce has been.
Well, and Steve,
Oh, okay.
Steve worked there at first,
Yep,
too.
and
Steve
Steve-
How
was-
old were you when you started this?
Uh,
Which he was sitting there with a broken leg after wrecking a motorcycle, by the way.
I was 21, 22.
You're dating yourself.
Hey, yeah, I don't mean to do that. I just
I actually am a proud 56 years old.
well, there you go.
Dude.
See, nothing.
And
wrong with
56 as of April 21st.
Half the people just
Yeah,
turned their
you're
radios off.
56.
that. So you're
Yeah,
55.
56.
You'll be 56
Yep,
April
56
21st.
April 21st.
Dude, this
Heck
guy's
yeah.
the most craziest guy on stage.
You should see
The old
some.
guy.
God.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean crazy on stage? What do you do that's crazy on stage? Yeah, like you cut yourself.
You
If-
wreck your neck.
if-
you wreck it.
If
when you
we
come to our
write,
shows.
if we write what we write, which was what we write, it just gets in you, man,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you gotta move.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just-
That's what makes a good
So,
show too,
yeah,
especially a band that's been around forever and ever and ever. It's good to see them still running around up there and having a
Right.
good time and not being bored with
no,
it.
we utilize our cordless gear, definitely.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we'll definitely have to if we ever get on them festival stages.
Yes, sirree.
So-
we would love to do that.
Oh, get in a festival? Is that what
Yeah,
you're talking about?
big
Oh
festivals,
yeah,
sure.
man.
Oh yeah, for
We've
sure.
been talking with the guy with the old Carolina, what was Carolina Rebellion, but they shut it down right when we were.
But I think that they're starting it back up. Though,
They're working
because
under a
of
different.
something.
They're working.
Yeah.
We get to start from base one again.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes.
a big one, dude. That's a big one.
But we
Yeah,
do
I
have
would
an
love
end.
to.
So what festival is this?
It used to be the Carolina Rebellion. It was a
That's
3-day
back-
festival clear back
Back
in
east in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Oh, okay, so
Man,
it's-
it was a huge
That would be cool. to go to North
100,000
Carolina.
people kind of festival thing.
My kind of festival.
And
Yeah.
we got in with one of the radio stations down there, and they've interviewed us for ever since 2011. So we've had annual interviews with them, and they like us. They like our interview. They think we're pretty cool guys. And we mentioned that one time we'd like to possibly be in the Carolina Rebellion as a support band, working up with all of the big giant bands that they have each time. And they were like, that's not that far away. We could possibly pull that string for you guys. And then
heck yeah.
that was last year, and they pile drived the Rebellion last year.
Yeah.
So this year they're working on new stuff, but it's all under new people and it's all under new guys, and there's going
Let's
to be
just pack
bands to
up
be
and roll.
Damn, I'd
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my attitude.
We'd like to do
Just do it.
Sturgis.
Huh?
We think Sturgis would be a fun show to go. to.
Sturgis.
Yeah.
Oh
We don't
yeah.
know whether
What-
we could go in there with our bulletproof vest.
I'm not 100% sure.
sure.
What's Sturgis exactly? What is that?
It's a big
biker
motorcycle
rally.
rally.
Yeah, it's the big biker
Oh,
rally.
oh,
Yeah,
Sturgis.
They,
Okay.
and they
Okay.
invite
Dakota.
like 100 bands over the 3-day setup, and
Big
they just
deal.
play. 2 or 3 different stages, and they just load bands.
They have like over 1 million visitors.
Kind of like
It's
a
just
biker's version of the big ass show.
Yeah, I
town,
believe
you know.
AZIZ did. I think they got an invite up there last year.
As
And
is?
got to play As
Did they?
Is, yeah.
They're killing it right now.
And
man.
yeah, that's a good band. Those guys are
I,
a good.
I had them on a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, we got their new album here. Yeah, dude, they're killing it. I love As Is.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good stuff.
We always call them the AZIZs.
AZIZs.
The band practice.
Yeah, I was telling them I was in a band called As Is once too, so I was actually calling them that. I was like,
They're
I
a
call you
great
guys
band.
AZ. Yeah, they're awesome. So, let's talk a little bit about. I mean, not behind their backs. Let's talk a little about the guys that aren't here. But how are they both original members? Or?
Steve
Doggers.
Bush.
Steve
Steve
is.
Bush has been with us forever.
Thor joined right about the same time I did.
Right.
Okay, so he's been around for about
3
5
years.
years. Oh, so he's been around 3 years.
3.5 years.
How many vocalists have you guys been through?
3 counting me
including
and
yourself.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve did as many vocals as I did on the songs.
Drummers,
we were
on the other
covering,
hand,
so.
they've been through about
Yeah,
10
Jesus.
or 11.
We don't have.
thousand.
We don't
singers too.
We don't even want to cover that one.
Well, it sounds like they're pretty happy with you. So.
We are so happy. We are. We've had
I've jammed
some great drummers. We really have. We've been very, very lucky to have the dude with feet that we've had in our bands over the years, man. I mean, everybody from Thomas to Bryant to just so many. Schmiegel.
Schmiegel.
The reason why we call him Schmiegel is because he was Schmiegel.
That's a good reason.
His name was Paul Gilbert. Everybody knew Paul back in the
He's a
Speedway
cool dude.
days.
He's a cool guy.
Yep, good guy, great drummer. Just so damn many of them. We're way happy with what we have right
But
now.
I mean, we've known each other, all of us.
Yeah, that's
I've
the
known
Even
this-
through
that's a
different
beautiful
bands
thing that
and-
we've all in the same
Me
scene.
and Thor
so it's
used to
all
play in bands back in the 90s and stuff. And
It's good though, because
Yeah.
when you can tell a drummer, dude, to like, here, do this right here. Do
This
right
guy-
here. This is the guy right
And
here.
then,
Yep.
then they kill it within
He's-
the first
he's-
2
he's
tries.
so awesome. at
Sometimes
it.
there's frustration. You know that's going to be in a goddamn band anyway.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure. Especially
we
one
don't-
that's been around for 30
We don't
years.
argue. We don't.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this band.
We don't
There
do
is
none of
so
that.
little,
No drama.
no drama.
Zero.
Really, none, huh?
None. We don't have to worry about.
That's
Steve
cool.
has in here. We have a studio in a certain place that Steve has put forth in his backyard. It's a place where we can be ourselves and we can
call it the compound.
Man, it just. It's
compound.
us. We can go in and let things loose. We can talk with the guys. We can say what we need to, and it's never. We've just never had any issues.
Like any good relationship, man. It's
just
all
a
about communication
goddamn
and
bromance.
It really is, man.
finding common
Of course,
ground.
we haven't been cooped up in the same bus for,
Yeah. Wait till you guys go on tour.
I'm
going to my bed.
Talking about behind somebody's back, I think we'd have to give Steve a no farting clause.
Oh, I think I would compete with that.
Well, you're the one.
I don't know, Paul.
Yeah, I was gonna say either give him a no farting clause or out farting.
Steve's peeled paint. So
Oh man,
Chemo first.
yeah, that's a pretty
Oh,
legit
Jesus.
tour rule.
he's a mean bastard.
He's gonna love it.
I have a feeling that there's a good
Love you,
story to
Steve.
go with this.
Yeah. You're awesome, bro.
We love you. No more peeling paint.
You're farts freak, but we love you.
Please.
We had to hang canvas up in the practice spot.
Open the
'cause paint kept
windows.
falling.
You guys know you're coming back when all 5 of you can be here, right? Well, all 6 of you with Bob,
Please.
obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, I only have the 2 mics. I hope it's. I mean,
Oh, man,
sounds to
fine.
me like it's working just
That's
fine.
working
so
dandy, man.
yeah. So let's what's the future look like for you guys? What do you got planned? You say you're still working on
Very
some songs,
bleak.
still writing. Very bleak. Not personally. I mean,
we're
for the band.
well.
It's
No,
it's
we're-
gonna move forward, and we're
Yeah.
thinking it's gonna move forward in leaps and bounds.
We're
So
looking forward to a great future.
We got.
Sounds like you have some awesome shows coming up.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, we got so many cool shows, and we've got new material. Wait till you hear. drifted a little bit off of center where we have been on this last album that we just released. The new material has got a lot of an Armand Armoth feel to it.
Okay.
It's very Viking approached.
I like I really like Thor's voice because like it's like I said, it doesn't sound like anything that's around right now.
And
It sounds really.
He presents himself
Just a different kind of metal.
live
He can
just
growl,
as good
but
as
you can
his
still
voice
understand
is.
what he's singing. You know?
That's exactly it. That's exactly
We
it.
love his enunciation.
Yeah, you get the lyrics.
We
but
want to
he's-
be a band
yeah.
that's heavy and hard, but we want to be the band that you can understand
Mm-hmm.
what they're saying. Mm-hmm. You know, and we've worked really hard at that.
And he does, and he kills it. He
kills
does.
it.
He does a good job.
He can do awesome at it. So we're very happy with Thor.
So Thor and all this Viking stuff is a Norwegian theme pretty big in your guys' thing, or is this
That's where he's from.
yeah.
yeah?
So
He's from North. So am I actually.
Yeah, he's
so.
like a Viking.
Yeah.
Is he? That's cool. Right on. You guys doing any radio gigs or anything right now?
we
or?
just got done with the Salt Lake sound check a little bit back here with
Oh.
Corky, and
Oh, did
love
ya?
Corky and the K Bear. We appreciate you.
Yeah, K Bear's cool.
Yeah,
K
we love that
Bear
show.
treats you guys good out here, don't
Yeah, they do.
I've noticed a lot of they're getting a lot of people on K Bear from the
Yep.
local scene. I've noticed.
It's pretty cool. They have a little stint on Sunday nights that they call the Salt Lake
Like
Sound
sound
Check.
check. It's just local.
Oh yeah,
bands.
yeah, I've heard
Real
the
o'clock.
sound check.
One thing we have, teammate wise, we haven't mentioned, we have a silent partner in our band by the name of Outlaw Distillery.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
They've been our sponsor for about 3.5 years now.
Jesus,
And-
been that long?
Yeah, it really has, huh? Is that crazy or what?
Love that.
Fuck, we love Outlaw Distillery. If you
Kurt
want
Denise.
whiskey, they're where you want to
Yeah.
go.
Good
Outlaw
rum.
Distillery.
Outlaw Distillery.
That's where you get your whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Outlaw So where are they located?
In Sandy.
They're in Sandy?
That's part of Sandy, right?
It's like 8500 South and Sandy Parkway. It's kind of obscure where it's at, you know.
Yeah,
You gotta
out
drive
in
back,
the
and then you
empties
gotta
there.
drive back,
Yeah.
and then you gotta drive back, and then you gotta drive back there.
But it's there.
It's pretty cool.
Just got to get lucky.
It's not quite as hard as where it's Waldo, but it takes a minute.
Yeah, you should go in there and have
Nah,
one of
it-
their tours, man.
It's cool.
Yeah.
They had a car
Kirk and
show
Denise have a
there.
great tour that you can go back and
I was gonna ask that. That was my next
learn all the
distillery is their
shit.
tour.
How he does shit really special live. He does his mash different than everybody else does, and in the middle of his tour, he talks about having local farmers come and buy his used mash because he does it in such a different way that it allows the farmers to give it to the cows and the farm animals without it having
Affecting
anything
them.
bad in it. So he somehow, some way distills everything completely clean, which is part of the reason why you don't have the heavy hangovers with the Outlaw
I
Distillery.
beg to differ.
Not a
on
lot of
that.
additives.
Now, do they sell? We'll talk about them here for a minute. They sponsor you, so
Right,
yeah,
right.
definitely. Do they sell? It's a distillery, but do they sell stuff like at liquor stores and stuff?
Yes,
like,
they do.
And is it
They're-
Outlaw
yeah,
brand?
It's out there. Yes, sir.
We'll buy
I
some.
don't,
It's
I don't know
out
if
there.
it's at every.
buy
And they
some
have
store,
everything. They
but-
have like 7 separate flavors to pick from.
Oh, cool.
I prefer the moonshine.
The moonshine.
See, and everybody has a different.
Spiced rum
I
is
like
pretty
the
good.
Spiced
too.
rum
Spiced
is the
rum.
one that, and it's right next to
The other spice.
what's that other shit out there?
Wild turkey.
2020 Nitro.
I know you want to get the spiced rum. That's definitely some of the great stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
I mean,
good with
because when they
coffee.
take you on a tour,
They got a bourbon that's just
they
awesome.
they give you a tour of the place, and then they give you a biography and whatnot, and then they take you back and they line up all kinds of little sample shots for you.
Oh,
of
wow.
all their,
Yeah, when we went in
of all
first
their
year.
You want to go on
liquor
a
and
distillery
stuff
tour?
that's-
That sounds
It's pretty
fun.
It's
cool.
pretty
I
cool. You
mean-
get to understand.
Might be a little
it all.
expensive for Uber from here, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I drive.
And you're gonna want Uber.
I don't drink. I'll just let her drink. So
Awesome.
I'm not a big drinker. I lean more towards the other stuff. Yeah. I have a stomach issue. I wish I could drink. I do, because I mean my life would be a lot more fun and I'd have a lot more friends.
Makes you sick.
Yeah, it does. I can barely handle a beer without. I mean, it's not like I get sick. It's just I think I have a pretty serious ulcer that like lights up like a
Flares
coal.
up.
I can't even so much as take a beer down without being like, oh God. So yeah, I stay away from it. I've got my other vices, so it's all right. I don't need another one.
Outlaw Distillery.
Cool.
Man, we love you guys. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. For
Yeah, definitely.
Kirk and Denise,
Yep.
they own
We
it.
appreciate you
It's
guys.
awesome.
We'll see you Saturday night.
Well, so
Hell yeah.
we do have to wrap up here, guys. I hope to get you guys all on here, all 6 of you. And shout out to the 2 that didn't make it. We miss you. I hope to meet you guys.
Steven Thor next round.
You told me a pretty funny story before we started recording, and I think it's worth repeating unless you want to share another one.
You tell him about the one with the bloody one.
The which one?
The when Sean
Sean, our old singer. This one's a bleeder story. We were at a place called the Abyss, up there on North Temple, right? It was
Yeah,
North Temple.
it's kind of a rough place.
Well, it was.
I played
rough,
there.
but it was cool. There were some cool people up there and stuff. Anyways, we were jamming away. Things were going good, and it was kind of. It wasn't a real big stage, but if everybody, we don't stand around, you know. So guitar stocks are flying, and shit gets in the way, and like your face,
Like your face and your
Take
head. And
somebody's
your leg.
face out.
Steve met with the head of his guitar, the stock up there, met Sean's cheek, and split it wide open right in the middle of one of the songs. on the
Oh,
set.
jeez.
And
Kept going though. Huh?
Yep, Sean just like a trooper. Sean was on top of it and just kept right on rolling through. And by the top of the next song, he had a golf ball and blood. It was lit. I mean,
I bet it pumped up the volume in the crowd about 10% though, huh?
They
When
love it
someone
when
gets hurt,
people
that's always,
bleed.
yeah,
man.
when people bleed, that's when the crowd gets rowdy.
It was literally one of those
Yeah.
get a mop moments.
Well, oh yeah, under the eye right there and the stock of the guitar. Those are two things
it was
that those don't meet
yeah.
well.
He's got pictures
done
up
that
and
with you
everything.
before.
Yep.
It
All
was
right.
like he didn't get a tuning key in the eye.
Yeah, I had Shane drop one on me right at the
Yeah,
heavy
the
metal
tuning
show.
key could take your eye out,
That's why
man.
you
If they
don't
haven't,
walk
or if they
around
haven't
on
clipped,
the
they haven't clipped the high E string all the way down or something like that. And it's sticking out like a freaking
yeah.
shot needle right to the
Yeah.
eyeball. That could happen.
Could happen.
That could happen. That's dangerous. So
But
That's
we're
only
willing
if
to
you're
take the
lazy.
chance. for
that's
you.
that's
And don't
that's
break
rock and
your
roll.
string.
Just put a patch over my eye. I don't care.
Do it again. Do the other eye so it looks balanced. All right, guys, we do got to call it quits. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks, man.
It was
Thank you
appreciated.
for
Thanks for coming
inviting
out.
us.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you too. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. And thank you. They brought us some. A little bit of merchandise. They
We
brought
wanna
some
see you
some
guys
swag.
again,
So
too.
so
Swagulation.
you will. Yeah, you will. And when we're gonna try to come to at least one of these big shows you guys are talking about. So let's give those dates out one more time just so for my
April
own.
20th at the
Next
complex.
Saturday, Death Angel at the complex, and then May 7th at Urban Lounge with Vicious Rumors. I don't know how many of you remember those guys, but
Yep, same
they're a
guys.
good band. But
Good band.
and then
The
June
6th.
6th at Liquid Joe's for Flotsam and Jetsam again.
Yep.
Cool.
It's gonna be an awesome show.
That's gonna be cute.
Then Halloween in July on July 29th.
Sweet, you guys got a booked schedule right now, and keep booking it up. It's cool. We're
yeah.
gonna try to make it happen.
Warpath, right? Warpath.
What?
Oh, Warbringer
Warbringer
on
October
25th.
25th.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got things planned all the way up to
Yep,
October.
that's
huh?
going to be a
Nice.
Halloween show, and we do a little skint on Halloweens, and sometimes, in fact, Halloween in July, we're going to show. We do the Baseball Furies. So
From the
our band
Warriors?
is from the Warriors movie.
Oh, okay.
We do the Baseball Furies. And
Woo, that's
Dress up
gonna
in
be
baseball
fun.
uniforms
it's
and
gonna be
paint
hot.
the face.
oh man!
Carry our baseball bats to kill people with.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
To kill Yeah, I don't know. So all right, you will definitely see us at one of those shows, guys.
Right,
we'll make it out to one of them. So
Appreciate it.
keep
Thank you.
keep in touch with us, and we'll get you back on the show with all of you guys. And whenever you release some more stuff, send it our way, and we'll get it played.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
man.
guys so much for coming
Thank
out.
you much.
All right, we're out of here. Thanks, guys. Peace out.
Kip and Company, the Kip and Company, the Kip and Company, the Kip and Company, entertainment.